For now, our things, we haven't got anything bent right now. By God's grace, we're able to claim our things all. But for the Chinese people, they are selling bag over there. I think it's a warehouse over there. So their warehouse, I think, this kind of bags, they are fires already. So things will burn bombs. Yeah, so we thank God, our side, things are okay.
Moro Ibrahim was the lucky one. He was able to get his items before the fire destroyed his shop. The fire, which gutted a large wholesale shop, began at around 4:30 p.m. at the Opera Square in Accra on Monday, April 25. The shop shared the same building with a GT Bank and the Bank of Africa, and opposite the Melcom shop. Rubbers, tissues, home appliances, among other items, were burnt to ashes. But what might have caused the fire? Moro Ibrahim attributes the incident to the activity of a welder.
The Chinese people are welding something about 3 days ago. They started from 3 days ago to today. So I was even praying. There's a mosque inside the house. So I was just praying. And I saw Chinese man coming. So as the Chinese man running coming, I was asking why are they fighting, and they told me there's a fire outbreak over there. So before we realized, before 20 minutes to 30 minutes, the fire has posed more, and nothing we can do. We have to move our things from the shop, from the outside, to park it the other side. And luckily the police people help us. They guide us very well that we should pack our things, and even they are guiding till now. No one can touch our goods for us. So I think that police people have done well.
Moro is not the only person who attributed the incident to the activity of a welder who has been working on the building for the past 3 days. Alfred Dodu also shared the same story.
So they were welding pipes. I think the Chinese people, they are doing some construction inside the store. So I don't know what happened before the lights came up. But the fire service, they are not helping at all. They are not helping at all. The equipment that they have to use to quench this fire, they don't have it. They should get drones to quench this fire. But look at all the mere water they are using to quench this fire. And there are rubber staffs, bags and staffs inside the house, inside this building. Look at the things over there. The fire is still blazing. You understand? What country are we? What country are we in? At least they have to beef up their force. All this while they don't have water. Look at the mess they have come to cause. Almost 4 hours they can't quench this fire. Then this building will come down. Look at there are stores under this building. When the heat catch up with the stores, it also affect them.
Over 5 fire tenders were dispatched by the Ghana National Fire Service to salvage the situation. As at the time City News visited the scene, people could be seen endangering their lives by entering the shops to collect their items. The police were there to maintain law and order. People around were anxious. The fire could cut across other shops in the area. Isaac Yeboah is an eyewitness, and he spoke to City News.
We sell fridges, air conditioning, freezers, a lot. Gas cookers, rice cookers, a lot. So what I just imagine. Then Ghana is hard. So someone come to say, like in warehouse, all the body is burned. A whole lot, you see. So now they came, they are doing their best. So we are watching for the best of the goose.
The National Fire Service says no life has been lost. Alex Kenete is with the Public Relations Department of the Ghana National Fire Service.
Banks, mainly the GT Bank and the Bank of Africa. Our men have been able to work assiduously to prevent the fire from spreading to the other places. So the only affected place was the server room of the bank. But our men were able to contain the fire from spreading to the banking hall. So none of the banking hall, none of the money, none of the equipment are damaged except for the server room that was burnt for the GT Bank. Yes, sir.
So what might have caused the fire?
That one I can't tell for now. It's under investigation. But immediately the investigations are over, we'll do well to let you know. But one thing we can say is that it houses some shops that have that house combustible materials. Combustible materials means that items that easily get burnt, such as takeaway packs and other cardboards. So these things spread fire. But so far, these things, some of the things in there could have easily caused an explosion. But due to the hard work of our men, there's been no explosion so far.
You can see that it's been an hour since the fire started, and the fire is still ravaging. Why can't you salvage the situation?
Oh, we can salvage the situation because you realize fire. We are so far. We are salvaging the situation, Because if you were here, you'd realize that the intensity of the fire is, has been reduced. If you look at the building right now, you realize that the building lacks structural integrity. The building is full of cracks, and if you don't take your time, if you are not tactical, if you are not methodical in dealing with the fire, you'd end up having the whole building collapse. You realize that there are cracks all over the building. So it's not just about fighting the fire, it's about being very tactical and being very careful to avoid the building breaking down.
He further urged traders to desist from putting up structures on fire hydrants. This, he says, when done, will speed up the processes in quenching fire as soon as possible.
So the tanker contains water, right? Water runs out, right? So we have more appliances coming in. So far we've had about 10 appliances here. So as you can see, we have about 2 or 3 on site at the moment. When we came earlier, we had about 6 appliances on site. They are all going to replenish water and come back to fight the fire. So all the appliances you are seeing going are not just going back, they are going to replenish, and you'll be seeing them here. So at any given time, you realize that there's always water running through the hose at any point in time. So the hydrants, the unfortunate thing is that that's one thing that when we ask the media for time, they don't give us. We want to tell people that our hydrants are the easiest way to help us fight fires. In markets like this, people build their shops on hydrants. People do illegal things and block these hydrants. So we have hydrants, but unfortunately sometimes the hydrants are not flowing, and sometimes people have their shops already on them. People have bought rubbish in them. So we call on people to desist from such habits, so that when there's fire, we can better serve them.